so it is not the morning like I usually say. Good morning. It's not morning right now. It's the middle of the day. But I just brought all this stuff out here to my little bed that it's my Hugelkultur type bed. It's kind of a dry compost is what it amounts to. It's not pretty, but it is something that I continually do, and the landscaping loves it out here. So I'm out in the garden. Say hello to the garden. If I face that way though, it's pretty sunny. So I'll stay here nestled in the shade of my little laugh house here. But I wanted to say, I feel like we haven't really spent, because we've just been like, oh, update this, we're doing this, we're doing that, we do this, hey, we're open. We haven't really talked a lot about the ethos of like why we do what we do, or what we're doing, or what we've been doing for a long time. So I think I'll probably start doing kind of a little series that's just our gardening series, talking about what we do and why we make the choices that we do. Very first off, I think we really focus on trying to close the loop. Definitely need to talk about that. We need to talk about some of the things that I do, like I would call it like a chop and drop. So what you just saw, I save all of the the leaves and the extra stem bits and everything from making the bouquets, and they all join that, as well as our like eggshells, our coffee grounds, anything that's gonna break down into organic matter. That all goes into the current bed. I actually have two currently, plus another that we just kind of call it our compost, but it's locked in the food forest, meaning like our dog can't get to it because he will. Anyway, these ones are stuff the dog doesn't want, so it's basically flower bits. He won't eat that. Don't tell me he won't eat. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to kind of launch that we're going to spend some time talking about a lot of the concepts and things that we follow. We're super avid recyclers. We really have followed that for years and years and years. No matter what, it's kind of the thing that we've been doing. So let's, very first thing, let's talk about my kind of Hugelkultur bed. So I'm going to take you over there and show you what it is. All right, so here she is in all of her very, very sunshiny glory in this part of the garden, which had some watering issues, so it is looking funky. And I need to come and clear out all of that. I mean, the bees still love it, but I need to clear out all of the old lamb's ear blossoms, and that's a clary sage, and then there's a bunch of mint over there, and all of that wasn't happy because the watering wasn't right. So I'm hoping, because there's a sprinkler behind this pomegranate tree, that all of this, the core of it will still be fine. That's really just kind of like, there's just stuff there. The canna lilies are definitely not very happy, but they'll get over it. So we'll get that. Hopefully that's fixed now. But anyway, that aside, this is a hot sloppy mess, but it's my hot sloppy mess, and it's right out the back side of the house here. I don't actually have to see it from my window. So it's fine. Anyway, the Hugelkultur bed, that's what we're talking about. I brought these rocks out here just to kind of give it some form. And you can see there's all kinds of bits for this brand new amaranth I just put on here. This is old bachelor button bits. The base of it is the giant sunflowers from last year. They're layered in there. You can kind of see them poking out over there. They're layered in there. And then here's some old borage. There's coffee grounds, eggshells, pretty much anything that is going to break down over time. And it gets water here. This side gets water quite a bit. And then usually I have water in the buckets that I just put on this side. So underneath there, it's breaking down and starting to fill in the spaces and just do its thing without me having to do almost anything at all. So that's kind of the first look at some of the things I'm going to be probably talking about over time that we keep stay focused on. This is super important to me, the Hugelkultur kind of a thing, because here at the south side of the property, the soil's rich, but it's so much clay that you can barely do anything with it if you don't really amend the soil or do like heavy tilling, which we definitely don't want to do because then you're destroying all the soil microbes. So this is allowing us to establish a new place to grow things and not have to disturb what's underneath it, because what happens is all of the whole layers are going to interact and make a much better, healthier system. And then that's what I get to plant in. So sometimes it takes a little while. It's a patience thing, but that's dirt. Some soils take thousands of years to develop. Like what you're getting, in the bags or whatever at the store, that's not soil. That's organic matter. So this is just going to add to this, make this over time gonna, become something that is just part of the whole system, instead of trying to destroy what's there and then plant in it. I'm not sure if that's coming out right, but this is our way we add to the health of this area over here. And it's worked really well, because if you see all of this greenery and all of these plants that are growing here, those are my garden beds on the other side. None of this was growing out here other than this pomegranate tree and that walnut tree. All of the landscaping is something I added. There's rock walkways and beds through here. I call it the Dry Creek bed area. And I added on all these different layers over time with this kind of style. And it seems to be working pretty well for us. So that's all I've got for right this minute, but I will be doing at least little shorts and blips about the different things that we are going to be doing, or that we have been doing, and that we're doing down there at the Full Circle Florals too. So you kind of get it's both. You're getting a bit of both. So watch us grow.